Trojan War, one of the more interesting stories in all of Greek mythology.
It was a snowball effect. The whole war started because of this goddess, Eris, wanted to start some trouble between the gods.
They threw an apple to the gods, inscribed on which was for the fairest.
The goddesses got competitive. Naturally, each goddess thought she was the fairest. The gods narrowed it down to 3 goddesses: Athena, Hera, and Aphrodite.
The goddesses turned to Zeus to see who would choose the fairest. He didn't want to have any of that, so he sent the job to Paris.
Each goddess attempted to bribe Paris. Hera offered the crown of Europe and Asia, Athena offered Troy a guaranteed victory against Greece, and Aphrodite offered him the fairest maiden in the world.
Paris chose Aphrodite's option. Aphrodite led him to meet the most beautiful woman in all of Greece, Helen. Paris stole her away, much to the madness of her husband, Menelaus. Where is Helen? Greek chieftains led the Greek army to Troy to get Helen back. On the way to Troy, Artemis obscured the path of the Greeks by making the north winds blow too hard. The only way the Greeks could pass is if one of the chieftains, Agamemnon, sacrificed his daughter to Artemis. The winds blew once more, and the Greeks made it to Troy. King Priam was the father of Hector, the most courageous and bravest soldier in all of Troy. King Priam was also the father of Paris. Hector led the Trojan army in a raging battle against the Greeks. Battles raged. It was Greek against Trojan, and Trojan against Greek. For the months fighting so far, there was no clear victor or winner. No one could stand against Hector in all of the war. He could defeat any soldier except for Achilles.
Coach said to fake right and break left. Watch out for the pick and keep an eye on the fence. Gotta run the give and go, take the ball to the hole.
To gain the upper hand, chieftain Agamemnon kidnapped Apollo's priest's daughter. Apollo was infuriated by this and started shooting arrows at the Greeks. The Greeks were pushed back, almost back to their boats, and were almost forced to go back home. Achilles and Agamemnon got into a big fight over whether they should give the priest's daughter back to Apollo or not. This caused Achilles to go into hiding and not to come back to battle for many years. The Greeks gave back the priest's daughter to Apollo, which made him stop firing arrows at the Greeks. Achilles' mother, Thetis, came to Achilles and told him not to fight anymore. She then went to Zeus and told him to join the Trojans so her son would not get hurt during battle. Zeus came to Agamemnon in a dream and told him that if he attacked now, he would gain an upper hand. The two sides fiercely fought against each other until there was a stopping point. The ceasefire was called because Paris and King Menelaus had come to fight over Helen. After King Menelaus easily won and Aphrodite saved Paris, both sides went back to fighting. Eventually, gods came down to Earth to fight with the humans. Zeus brutally battled against the Greeks. He killed many until he remembered his deal with Thetis, and he stopped fighting. Some other gods that came down to Earth were Athena, Aphrodite, Poseidon, Ares, and Artemis. One of Achilles' friends, Patroclus, took Achilles' armor and tried to kill Hector. To gain the upper hand, chieftain Agamemnon kidnapped Apollo's priest's daughter. Patroclus fought a good fight. Hector won in the end. Achilles was overcome with grief, and he was inspired to fight a new war against Hector. He led the Greeks against Troy, and he pushed them all the way back into the city. Achilles slayed Hector and started to disrespect his body. This angered many gods, and Zeus told him he was a fool and that he should stop. 9 days later, Hector's body was burned as respect for a great warrior. The whole Trojan War started because of the throw of an apple. The moral of the story is even the smallest action can have the biggest of consequences.